일단은 밤 티라미수고요. 티라미수를 준비한 이유는 이제 티라미수가 이탈리아로 나를 끌어올리다, 나를 업시키다라는 뜻인데 이제 심사위원분들 많이 지치셨을 것 같아가지고 당 좀 챙겨드리려고 일단 준비했고요. 다 너무 뻔하게 음식 할 것 같아서 저는 디저트로 좀 준비해봤습니다.
그러게 다 음식 하는데 딴 거 아저씨 계시길래 틈새를 노린 거네.
즐겁게 요리했습니다.
아 이렇게 욕심내면 안 되는데.
편의점 재료가 좋네. 편의점이 더 맛있는데. 더 먹어야겠다.
I'm a little bit late to the game, but let's make it happen. If you haven't seen Culinary Class Wars already, it's a Korean cooking show on Netflix, and it's really, really great. They should actually be coming out with their second season, hopefully by the time we post this video. But in season 1, they had a convenient store challenge where they had to make a dish using convenience store ingredients, and one of the chefs, his name was Napoli Mafia. He made a chestnut tiramisu, so that's where we're obviously gonna do because you saw the beginning. So what we're gonna do first is the chestnut puree, and that's pretty straightforward. We're just gonna add some heavy whipping cream and some chestnuts into a pot, and then just let it
soak
for how many minutes you think?
I don't know, 10, 15 perhaps?
The puree itself was like kind of thick, so we'll definitely gonna need more than that. You think it's about a cup? Yeah. We're not gonna add too many chestnuts, maybe about a handful.
What did we do to those?
So I bought them fresh from the store and I had to roast them. I'll link down in the description below
Let's look at them.
the recipe, or rather the video that I used to prepare the chestnuts. You could also just like buy them already like roasted. Apparently they're like bad for you if you eat them raw. You think that's a good amount?
Yeah. Oh, they disappeared.
Yeah, it was a little thick when he did it.
Okay.
Maybe like one more.
Yeah.
Great, because we're gonna need this for another recipe.
Yeah.
But at any rate, we're going to just let that steep for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back and blend it up. So this was steeping. I brought the heavy cream to like a light boil, and then I lowered it so that it just simmered for like 10. I think I left it in for a few extra minutes. Mm-hmm. It just smells like hot dairy and nuts, lol. So what we're going to do is put this in a blender carefully. What you shouldn't do is blend hot things. What we're going to do is blend hot things. The main concern when you're blending ingredients that are hot is having it completely closed, because once the heat starts to like escape from all the ingredients, it creates a lot of pressure. So in order to combat that, I'll be right back. We're just going to
cover the...
Yeah, so in order to combat, you know, the blending hot ingredients, what we're going to do is just cover it a little bit with, what is this called?
Paper towel?
A paper towel, so that some of the heat can escape. And we're just gonna blend it until it's blended.
It's the steam coming out.
Let's take a look. Whoa.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Whoa. Can I see?
You think it's blended enough?
I think she's thick.
Well, yeah, it was thick in the...
Oh, silly me.
Because this is going to be ultimately mixed with whipped cream.
Oh, it doesn't need any sugar?
We can worry about that when
it's time to...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Should I taste it?
It's hot, but go ahead.
She's thick.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Maybe I should blend it a little bit more. Mm-hmm. I think I'm also just gonna add some sugar now.
I think so too.
Be right back. I'm gonna add just a tablespoon of sugar because we get to sweeten it later on. So I'm not super worried about this being exactly where it needs to be. I am going to put a little bit more heavy cream. I'm going to give this one final blitz, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator in obviously a different container. This part's not going to be cute, so I'm going to speed it through. I'm going to practice editing that.
Okay.
Fantastic. I'm just going to put this in the refrigerator so it could cool. I'm going to clean this, and then we're just going to have to wait till this is cool before we actually get on to the next step. The chestnut puree has finally cooled down. She's real thick. Look at that. And we definitely don't need to use this all. What I've already done is prepared the coffee. I just did it in the mocha pot, put it in my measuring cup, and what we're going to do is make it a latte. I know that there's like proper measurements, coffee to milk for lattes, but whatever. In the show, because it was the convenience store challenge, I think that he used a pre-made toffee nut latte situation. We don't love toffee, so we're gonna do hazelnut. We're not gonna put too much because this is a strong flavor and we don't want to overpower the chestnut flavor. So I'm gonna put a splash, a little bit of milk. We're gonna give it a mix, give it a taste, and then that's what we're gonna use for our.
No sugar?
This is sweet.
Oh.
They could use a little more. I would say no for the sugar in general, even if this might need it, because we'll just sweeten the cream. Because in a regular tiramisu, you don't put sugar.
In your
It's
coffee.
just espresso. I think it's good.
Good.
Yeah, it has just the right amount of hazelnut flavor without being bam in your face hazelnut. So what we're going to do now is get started on combining the chestnut puree mixture with cream cheese. So in here I have a softened block of cream cheese.
Half a block?
Half a block, correct? And we're gonna add about the same amount.
Yep.
This is about half a block, so 4 ounces of that.
Thick chestnut situation.
And we're going to,
Use the hand mixer?
yep, this might be a little too thick and cold.
It might be.
Oh, it's fine. You know what? I think I'll just put the cream in here.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do is turn this into the whipped cream part. Do we add sugar? We should.
After? No.
Now. How much?
I see. Tablespoon.
Just one?
Yeah.
We'll add a tablespoon of sugar and a splash of vanilla paste. That's a lot, but that's okay. And then, be right back. What did I just get?
The heavy cream?
Yeah. Ooh. We're gonna put these in. It might feel like we're in a little bit rushed, and it's because we are. Our mics are gonna die. We'll put that much. You think that's good?
Yeah. We can always add some more.
Great. For the sake of speeding this up, we're gonna do it off camera. We'll come back when this is good looking. Great. So the texture is actually looking really good. I gave it a little taste, and it does need more sugar. So we're gonna add another tablespoon. The amount of vanilla I think I added was really good. I'm gonna add a splash more of whipped cream, just to loosen it up slightly. And then once this works, we'll give it another taste, and then we'll just start assembling. This is what it looks like. We added in total like 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. The vanilla was just the right amount. And yeah,
Half the carton of whipped cream.
half the carton of the size of whipped cream we were using. This is just an FYI. One, there's recipes already that exist for this online. You can totally check those out if you're interested. However, I think the goal for this channel in general is not necessarily to follow a recipe, but just to do things intuitively so that you can figure out, fail, learn along the way. And it's more about what you're looking for. So this is what we're looking for. It's nice and whipped, fluffy. What else does this look like? It's flipped, it's wuffy, it's wuffy.
Wow.
It's whipped, it's fluffy. It's not too thick.
No.
And what we did, just to ensure that the flavor was right and the texture was right, we grabbed one of the digestive biscuits that we're gonna have with it. We dipped it, we tasted it, and it has the right texture, the right flavor. What we're going to do now before we assemble is prepare the fried granola. So he did a fried granola situation. We put a little bit of salted butter and sugar, and we're just gonna put a little bit of granola in there. Get a little bit toasted, and then we can assemble. To assemble, we'll first dunk the cookies in the latte, put that layer down, put some chestnut cream, dunk, put chestnut whipped cream, dunk, put chestnut whipped cream, and then we'll top it with our granola. And then we can eat it. So I'm going to try to get all the layers. Hopefully you could see it. Ooh,
Oh,
can
it
you
is
see that?
nice. Yeah.
That's so pretty. Great, and then I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna take a big bite.
Of course.
Child, that's good as hell.
Giovanni.
That's so good. All in all, I would give this a 9. There's only one thing that's holding it back, and it's the texture of the digestive biscuits. Once they're soaked, they actually get mushy really, really quickly. So there's not enough textural contrast. Other than that, this is a freaking delicious dessert. The flavor of digestive biscuits are really great. The coffee has the right amount of bitterness, but that hazelnut comes through. The whipped chestnut situation is actually really, really delicious as well. The chestnut flavor, although it's subtle, it's still there, and the hazelnut does not overpower it. So it's really, really great. The buttered, sugared granola situation we did on top is also freaking delicious. So all in all, I'd give this a 9. If I was to make it again, I would probably try graham crackers or dip the cookies a little bit less. But other than that, I might finish this whole thing off camera. Other than that, thanks for sticking around and watching this episode of Recreated Kinda. I hope you got inspired to get into the kitchen and make something delicious. Not with a recipe, but with a little bit of intuition. We'll see you next week.
Recording.
Great, we're back.
Okay, we need to come up with a different word.
I cut out when I say great.
Okay, amen. Ready? Great. I'm ready. Great.
Amazing. Now we can get started.